guys, what's up? So we're back today with the scrap metal Camaro. Got the 408 turbo LS engine torn down. Just got the heads off, checked it over real quick, and we found our problem. We did not have a blown head gasket. It might have been seeping a little bit of coolant past under large boost numbers, but it wasn't blown. However, we did decide to go ahead and pull both heads off, freshen it up, put new gaskets in it just to make sure it's ready to go. But we did find our source of problematic area for real. Turn it around here and show it to you. We thought the sound was coming from the passenger side head, but it was actually the driver's side. We broke a valve spring. And I think I know why. We've been running the E85 in this, and we did not drain it over the winter. We didn't run the fuel out of it over the winter. We left the oil in it that we last ran in it instead of changing it for fresh oil. And I think what happened was, if you look closely here, we're starting to get some corrosion on our valve springs from condensation buildup from running E85 and not running it very often. So, like that one there has got a pretty bad spot in it. So, went ahead and got a new set of valve springs here. We're going to swap all of them out on both heads. And from now on, after we're done driving the car, we're either going to pull the valve covers off or flush the E85 out, run some 93 through, and maybe change the oil. I don't know. It's a lot of maintenance to keep up with this. Obviously, being that we've got a lot of ring gaps, so a lot of the alcohol, a lot of the E85 gets down into the oil. And then as it's trying to evaporate out of the oil after we shut the car off, it goes up into the valve train and it collects in the valve train a lot of, moisture condensation. When we pulled the valve covers off, they were full of white. Just that milky white substance. So we're going to have to probably set it up to where we can either pull valve covers off after we're done, let it dissipate, and just store them without the valve covers on them, or drive it more often. Or, yeah, we just can't store it all winter like that. I think that's what hurt it. So nothing catastrophic, only the outer spring broke. The inner spring did its job, kept it from coming apart. And so no valve got bent, nothing like that. However, while we have it apart, we do have a bad oil pressure sensor. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that because they're kind of a pain to get to. It goes right there. It's a pain to get to when the intake's on there. So I'm going to go ahead and replace it now while we have it apart. And I might even do like a relocation kit, just something threaded into there with like a metal braided line off to somewhere else to where I can just replace the oil pressure sensor, because that's the second one we've had to put in this car. So we did go with some BTR 660 valve springs again. However, this time for head gaskets, we went with a new style head gasket. It's a Cometic MLX head gasket. And I like this better for a couple reasons. One, I was told they're better by someone very trustworthy and reputable for handling boost. But two, just looking at the difference between them and the LS9 MLS head gaskets, these have a bunch of sealant between each layer, which, as you can see, has seriously been deteriorating. And I don't know if it's from the E85 or what, but they also don't have any kind of ridges to them, which I don't like. I like how these have pretty good ridges on them for like firing and keeping the compression in the cylinder and all that. And these ones are not coated in glue or sealant, so I like that better. So hopefully they work better. Yeah, But we got new exhaust gaskets, we got valve springs, keepers, all that ready to go on. So we're going to get that put back together today, so we can get it out of the shop, because we have a lot of work that needs to come in, and this is taking up the lift, and it's not very convenient to try to push it in and out. So anyway, that's what's up. Let's go. Okay, now we turn it up. That was a really soft hit with a very, very low boost. Turn it on. Blew the coolant hose off.
Oh no!
Well, not off, it melted it. It touched the exhaust.